What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyma for those of you guys that are new. So today I have a really big announcement for you guys, but before we even get into all of that, I feel like I have to take it all the way back to where it started and how we got here. So you guys know I've been on this platform for almost like 5 years now, which is crazy. So my journey with beauty actually started off in high school, and it wasn't until after I left high school that I was able to really do the inner work to grow my confidence, start loving my skin tone, and really just like doing a lot of self-love and inner work for myself. And with that love, I actually started playing with makeup. So that's where my journey with makeup actually started. I didn't start playing with makeup until I was about like 21. When I started playing with makeup, I realized the lack of products that there were for my skin tone. So that's where my beauty journey started. And as you guys know, beauty obviously should be inclusive. We all already know that, but it wasn't. You guys have actually seen me throughout these years fight for what I believe is right in the beauty industry. You guys have seen me literally being like, this is wrong, this is how to fix it. So that's pretty much what my YouTube channel has really been about, is really fighting for inclusivity within the beauty industry. So with that being said, that's where my series came from, the Darkest Shades series. I created a series where I just tested out almost all the different foundations that I could think of. That series was actually huge. It's one of the biggest series on my channel, and I think it's had one of the biggest impacts within the beauty industry as a whole. The way that it really woke up the beauty industry and was just like, you can't deny it. Literally, it was like Vanna Whiting it. You can't deny it. It's right here. This is the problem. Fix it. And I was literally able to just hold brands' feet to the fire and be like, hey, this is the problem. How do we fix it? I'm super proud of the Darkest Shades series. It's always something that I'm gonna hold dear to myself. It's gonna be a part of my legacy. And even with that, I was consulting with brands behind the scenes. I would test out foundations, test out ranges, test out different products. And honestly, now that I'm thinking back on it, I really should have been charging for that. But to me, it was more than just money, obviously. I actually did stop doing the Darkest Shades series about 2 years ago though. And the reason why was because I felt like it was getting to the point where it was just getting super hyper focused on foundations. Brands were coming out with 50 shades of this, 50 shades of this foundation, 50 shades of that foundation. It's like, okay, great, but can I use your bronzer? Can I use your highlighter? Can I use your contour? Okay. And I couldn't half the time. So that's why I stopped doing the Darkest Shades series. It was genuinely a really weird moment for me in my career, because obviously it was, like I said, the biggest series on my channel. So it was a weird situation to be in, where me being a content creator, this is my job, this is what I do, this is how I support my team, this is how I support my family, my dogs. I just knew for me, in order to keep seeing the change that I wanted to see within the industry, it was time to stop the series. So after that, I started reviewing just reviews in general. One of the videos that I actually did was I went into Sephora and I picked up every single bronzer that they had to offer from every single brand, and none of them worked. And see, that was why I was like, I need to stop this series, because the industry is stuck in this position right now and they need to move past it. But as I kept creating content on YouTube, as brands kept releasing products, I kept seeing the same mistake happening over and over again. We had brands that wouldn't launch deeper shades until the summer because apparently we get darker in the summer, which is true, but some of us are brown all year round, you know? So it didn't make sense. I didn't understand why these mistakes were still happening. What's going on? Who's making these decisions and why? I actually talked to my team and I told them I want to do more. So Team Nyma went out and they actually approached my biggest partner at the time, which was CVS. It was really ambitious of me and my team to go out and approach them in this way, because it's honestly something that's never been done before by someone that does what I do online. At that time, I'd actually been working with CVS for almost 2 years. First ever campaign that I worked with them on was their Beauty Mark campaign, which Beauty Mark was such an amazing initiative. They actually did so much research where they were able to find out that when consumers were shopping in store for beauty, they were feeling worse about themselves when they were walking through the beauty aisles. And that's because the imagery that they were seeing didn't reflect them. So with the Beauty Mark initiative, they were able to almost completely remove all retouching from imagery that's being showcased within those beauty aisles. And if it is retouched, they clearly and plainly write it out that this is retouched, and it presents an unrealistic expectation of what these products will look like when they perform on you. I was like, okay, cool, CVS gets it, let's do it. And then also within that first year of working with them, it made me realize and remember how important drugstore is to one's own beauty journey. Specifically, me, myself, I started in drugstore. I didn't have funds like that. I was a broke college student. It really reminded me how important drugstore is. And now to be able to continue this partnership with them in the way that it's about to continue is really amazing. So what is this position? What is this new role that I am taking on and diving into? I am CVS's beauty inclusivity exclusivity consultant. This is pretty much what I've been doing this entire time on this platform. Now I just get to go out and do it with the Fortune 500 company, which is very nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, but I've already been doing this for about 4 months now. The announcement's just barely coming out, so it's kind of like the nerves have been dusted off in the beginning. I feel like this is just like the next progression in my career. You guys know how much this means to me. It's definitely bigger than makeup to me. So this is a unique position. I am the first beauty influencer to have a position like this within a company of this caliber. So what I'm gonna be doing is not really like creating content. I'm gonna be pitching new brands. I'm gonna be consulting on marketing. You know how marketing is. Sometimes it's very triggering, so I want to make sure if I see something that could potentially be harmful and triggering, I am there to call it out. And then I'm also going to be creating educational pieces. So we've already got some really amazing stuff worked in behind the scenes. I'm super excited for you guys to see it. I actually had a really big pitch meeting earlier this year to start off the role and the position. I was able to do a huge pitch meeting, everything that I feel like could be done better in the drugstore, things that could be really emphasized on that are already doing great in the drugstore. So with that seat at the table, I get to bring all of you guys with me, which is perfect because we've been doing this together. We've been holding brands' feet to the fire together, okay? Y'all are my people. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know about your drugstore experience. Let me know down below in the comments. I want to know like what you guys want to see in the drugstore. My role in this position is to continue diversifying the beauty, is to continue making sure that the imagery that you see within the beauty aisles reflects your beauty back to you and makes you feel like you're welcome and wanted in these spaces. I want to say thank you to CVS for doing the work. I'm super excited to see what's to come. You guys keep an eye out for some really amazing things that are coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots of love, and I will see you guys next time.